Yo guys, what's going on? It's Dueling Unlocked here, and today we got the brand new Selection Box leaked Selection Box Volume 8. So we got lots of cards to look into, but first, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do it. We are 5 subs away from that 2,000. Would really appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna go get right into it. So first off, we have a few URs. The first one is Magical Meltdown. When this card is activated, you get to add an Alistair the Invoker from your deck to your hand. And then the activation of cards and effects that include a fusion summon of a fusion monster cannot be negated. So they won't be able to negate any like invocations or anything like that. Alongside, like if you play like Invoke Shaddolls, they won't be able to negate the Shaddol fusion, Al Shaddol fusion, because it's not just for the Alistair. So I think this will definitely increase Invoke Shaddolls will be a more viable strategy, and then Dogmatica Invoke Shaddolls maybe. We'll see. This card right here is interesting. Titan Oside. I don't know. Titanium Oside. I don't know how you say it exactly, but it's pretty crazy. The only question I have about this card is it going to be limit 3? Because it feels like a Lost Wind, but a little bit better. Lost Wind's limit 3. So it wouldn't make much sense for this card to not be limit 3, right? So I'm assuming this is going to be a limit 3 card in the selection box. So if I'm wrong, that I definitely could be wrong, but it wouldn't make too much sense to me. Because it basically reads like Lost Wind, but it changes the monster to 0 attack instead of half the attack. So we'll see what Konami does with that, but my guess would be that this card is going to be a limit 3. And is it going to be worth going for? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this card is worth it for selection box? Then we have Nadir's Servant. Now this card could be pretty crazy, especially in the future. So you send one card from the extract to the grave to add a Dogmatica monster or Fallen of Albaz from the deck or graveyard to your hand. That is attack less than or equal to the same monster. For the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monster from the extra deck. So Dogmatica would probably be the best in Dogmatica. I know this card is definitely pretty insane, so they can search the one that searches Punishment, Ecclesia, I want to say. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. We'll see about that. Stolen Luna. I was like reading this card. This is another UR. Target one monster you control, one monster your opponent controls. Apply the following effect: face up, change it to face up defense position. Face down, change it to face down defense position. So you have to target one of each of you and your opponent. So I was wondering, like, basically you could send 2 monsters on one in your field, one in your opponent's field to both face down. If you're playing like Ghost Tricks, I'm wondering if this is a good card. Because you set a Ghost Trick monster, and your opponent has a monster on field, you flip it, and then you flip that down their monster. So, but like it's a spell, so I don't know. But like I don't see. Maybe there's some other uses to this card. But I'm thinking of Ghost Tricks maybe using it, but I don't know if it's like a UR, and I don't know if it's like worth the space. I think this card definitely is going to be really good in the future, but right now, I definitely would have to see it be used. I'm probably not going to go straight into this selection box. Although there's a few cards. Like, we're going to go into the SR. Okay. Rescue Cats and SR. You can send this card to the grave, special summon 2 level 3 alert beast monsters from your deck, but the effects are negated. Also, they cannot be destroyed, or they are destroyed during the end phase. 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters. Could be any beast monster. So is that like Tri-Brigade support? I'm assuming that's like Tri-Brigade, right? Let's see. So beast. I can summon Kit. Oh no, it has to be level 3, right? I guess Tri-Brigade doesn't have a level 3. And I also not beast. So I wonder what like best rescue cat targets. This is 6 years to kill, so probably Subterror or Shadow Construct. If you want to go the Link route. Oh. So are there Shaddolls that could use this potentially? Aren't they all spellcasters? Okay, spellcaster. Yeah, they're all spellcasters. What is the link to all construct? 2 flip monsters. Oh, so you'd go make 2 flip monsters with the rescue cat. I don't know what like any beast monsters, and you can choose someone a fusion monster for your extra, use the monsters for your hand or field material. Maybe that's a play. I don't know. But is there anything else? In Crusadia, it's used to get Nat Beast or Griffin, but we don't have Nat Beast, so. Let's look at this guy's deck profile real quick. Yeah, it doesn't seem too crazy, but there definitely is probably something in Duel Links that you could do. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Of course, Elder Intis is actually crazy. It must be such summoned. You're not gonna read that because you're not gonna be summoning it. Or maybe you will. But if it's sent to the grave, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. But it's a synchro summon and it exceeds monster, so maybe if you're like a crazy super poly target, but most likely the way it's gonna just be sent to the grave with either punishment or something along that, or anything that can send stuff to the grave could use this card, so look out for that. We have the Earth Charmer. I believe the Fire Charmer was also in the previous one. I don't know if there was another one. Maybe the Light Charmer was in it. Charmer. Oh, the Wind one was in a one. The Fire one. Yeah, so like they just released. It's the second one that's in a selection box exclusive. We have the Gizmek. Each time your opponent normal summons a special monster or special summons monster, inflict 3 damage to them. If a monster is special summon for the main deck, you can special summon this card. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Special summon 1 monster for your hand or deck whose attack equals its own defense with the same attribute as that monster. So it feels like it has to be. I guess you're going to be playing a lot of different Gizmeks like attributes. I don't know if it feels like Gizmek's more of like a fun deck, but maybe. This card is going to be pretty big. Underworld Goddess. It's basically a way to link off any monster, so you can like link as long as you have 3 monsters of your own and 1 of your opponents, you can link it off. So this is a way to deal with potentially like a Nightingale. If it's untargetable, indestructible, you just link it off because you don't need a target for it. And then if it's linked summon, you can negate the face-up. You can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. So it's going to be like probably used in a lot of link decks. Unaffected by your opponent's activate effects unless they target this card. And then once per turn, if your opponent activates a card effect that special summons a monster from the graveyard, you can negate it. Now, one thing that is a little bit annoying is Amazement, Abomination, Arclina, and Family Phases are in this deck. Or not in this selection box, I should say. And the reason I want to say is like Amazement's were in a mini box, so they were a pretty free to play friendly deck. Although they weren't like, yeah, they were used in Explosion of Meteor, but which it was a mini box. But so now if you went into this deck, so Amazement Unchained, that looks like a sick deck. Maybe it's good, who knows? Came in 2nd place in Duel Links Emperor Ascension. But yeah, so Amazement was a cheap engine to have. I don't think it was like a pure deck, but now you can forget about that because it is gonna be in the selection box. Now, the cards in the selection box aren't too bad. So this one is if you control Amazement monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can add an Amazement Family Faces from your deck to your hand. During your opponent's turn quick effect, you target 1 other effect monster on the field with more than 0 attack. Shuffle this card in the deck, and if you do special summon an Amazement Arclina from your deck, then change that attack target to 0. So it can make one of your opponent's monsters 0. and then shuffle this and add or summon a Administrator Arcana from the deck. So it does seem like this definitely will be a buff to this, to Amazements, but I just wish it was a cheaper access to it, right? At least it's an SR, not a UR, so... And then we have Family Phases. Target one monster your opponent controls, equip it with an Attraction Trap, equip, or that is equipped with an Attraction Trap, equip it, this card to it, and when the equipped monster, you can take control of it, but you can't activate its effects. So, like, if you can activate the effects, it would be really nice, but I guess it's just a way to, like, take control of a monster. It is targeting, of course, so... The last card we have here is Small World. And Small World is basically... You can get whatever card you want, but you do lose a card. So it's like a -1 to grab whatever card you want. Or reveal a monster, basically. So, reveal one monster from your hand, choose one monster from your deck that has exactly the same type, attribute, level, attack, or defense, and banish the real monster from your hand face down. Then add from your deck to add one monster that has exactly one of the same type, attribute, level, attack, or defense as the monster chosen for your deck, and banish the card chosen from... It's a little complicated, but there it is. We also have the deck build box for... a Rush with a few new cards. Flip Dragon, Flap Dragon, Spark Hearts, and then another Dragon. Okay, sure. And then, of course, we know we're getting the Structure deck. We know we're getting Crosskeeper. I do want to see if Crosskeeper is going to be hit anyway on the Structure deck, or Necro Garden. We'll see about that. And then, of course, Supply Squad is a card coming in the event. I think this could be interesting. I might want to try it out with, like, Unchained, see if I can do anything there, but who knows. And then, at first I thought this was Ritual Beast Drive, but thankfully it's not. It's a red boost. Chronicle tickets. I do like the, ooh! Oh, I gotta get that Rainbow Dios mat. Oh, I need that Rainbow Dios mat, chat. Oh, yes, let's go. I love Rainbow Dios. I do wish... I mean, I guess it has a Duel Links logo on it, but it doesn't look quite the best, but hey, the Rainbow Dios card sleeves, we'll take it. And let's go ahead and multiple insane cards in my selection box. Shadal so back, let's go, it never left. To be honest, I don't play Konami Make It a Magical month that you are, considering the game's history with Invoked. Finally, a skippable selection box. Got leaked, but no 6 Samurai support is to be seen. Midia's Servant, same box. Dogmatica package is going to be much better utilized. Small World's going to be pretty interesting for decks that can make space for it. Underworld Goddess can be such a good way of removing uneffect. Yes, so that is good. So I feel like you will want to go through the box at least once. It's an SR, so hopefully you get lucky to pull the Underworld Goddess. And if you do want the Meteors stuff and the Magical Meltdown, you can also go for that as well. So yeah, that's gonna be the selection box. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna go into it? And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, peace. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.